What's good with you folks? This is Ray Davis coming to you with the truth. This is I Need a Mic podcast where I will be discussing mental health struggles I battle with just like you. Let's talk about it's the tagline I use. It's to say enough is enough. Give me my damn mic. I'm tired. The trauma I'm going through. Hey folks. What's up? How's everybody doing, man? Alright, so before we get to this podcast episode, content warning. Put content warning. Content warning. If there's anything I had or have said in previous episodes that had offended you or anyone you have shared any episode with, I'd like to apologize. I'd like to also remind you I'm not condoning what I said. Well, my podcast, I am real, I'm authentic, and I'm a warrior. I'm no longer censored. I'm no longer limited. I'm no longer silent. Mental health will censor you. Mental illness will limit you. And mental emotions will silence you. Hey, folks. Oh man. So today's episode is titled Asking for Help. I'd like to also announce that this will be my last podcast episode. Um, and I will also be announcing why that is and what am I planning on to do and what am I hoping on to continue on to do. So asking for help, folks, is it harder to give than to receive? Is it harder to receive than to give? Are you afraid to seek help? Are you afraid of the outcome? Why didn't you say something? And did you know your voice matters to some people? If not some people, then it's to everyone. I said what I said. I know that you may feel like your voice doesn't matter, but let me tell you, it matters here. It matters to me. And I could only hope that it would matters to everyone else within your own circle. So what do these questions have in common with our last podcast episode? Are you afraid of asking for help? That's that's the main thing that's in common. Is are you afraid asking for help? And these are the questions I would have asked my sister. Most importantly, these are the same questions I remember so much for myself. So, in this final episode, I will be reflecting, expressing, and releasing about my times asking for help. And I also have a new poem. And man, let me say, I put my foot in it, y'all. Now, I really do feel like emotionally I'm going towards of going towards a good path. So let's get the emotions out in the open, all right? Let's release everything that was holding us back. And what I mean by us, I mean you individually, me individually, a group of you, some of you, majority of you, all of you. Let's just release everything that was holding us back. Let's release everything that kept you falling. Now, when I mean by us individually. So when I say you, I mean like I'm talking to you personally, like right now. I don't know who you are. I would love to meet and thank everybody individually who have listened to this podcast through and through. So let's release everything that kept you falling. Let's release everything that held you on the ground. And let's just breathe. Let's allow them chills up and down your spine. Let's allow them goosebumps to pop out on your arms. How you feeling after that? I feel like I just let go of everything that was on my shoulders. There was no physical pressure, but there was lots of emotional pressure, mental pressure, and internal pressure. It was hard asking for help, but it was harder to even receive help. So, where did that come from? And why did I allow myself not to seek help? Why did I allow myself to hold me back? So many reasons, of course. The doubts, the anxiety of the unknown, the panic of, and the panic of what is to come. I wasn't always willing to speak, and that's because of my speech impairment. I know I used to show so much confidence, courage, respect, and heart, but in reality, I was always nervous and I was always afraid. Yes, I didn't show it physically, but if you were to put your hand on my heart, you would know my heart was beating hella fast. So I would like to flip this back to you now. Let me flip this back to you because this podcast was not only to help myself with my grieving process and with my own recovery process, my own healing process. And now I'm just so searching. And this process is incredible. I'm really am feeling it. I really am. And so, how did you feel when your doubt, anxiety, and panicking took over you and your emotions? So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's look in the mirror one more time. Let's start. Let's stand. Matter of fact, let's stand and start to allow those old emotions to flood over. To celebrate this podcast, our final episode, our daily reminders put on replay. Man, because I ain't gonna lie, there have been some hidden gems, and I'm amazed at how deep they have expressed. I'm not ever expecting how somebody is feeling when I say stuff, but when I discussed about things, it's like, dang, right? That was actually kind of deep. I never seen it like that, never viewed it like that. Huh, interesting. So let's start to allow these new emotions, these new strength, these new positive flaws. I mean, who the hell wrote all flaws need to be negative? So let's take back whatever power we ever lost. Let's start the process of this new you. Let's start to physically prepare ourselves for the actions we are going to need to perform. Let's start to and let's continue to hydrate ourselves and one another. Why, right? Because if you take care of your body, then your body will take care of you. So come on, sis. Like, come on, sis. I will be there to hold you up while you was falling down. I would make sure you have the strength to keep us both up. Come on, bruh. I'm not going to give up if you're not going to give up. So I don't know about you, you, and in the back too. But I'm not tired. I'm not ready to give up. I'm not ready to sit down. I'm not finished yet. So, oh man, let's just get this out. Oh man. Whew. Man, let me just tell y'all before I get to this poem. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So many people across this world have listened to I Need a Mic. And I can only imagine if you have listened to one episode particularly over 20 something times, then that episode hit you hard. If this episode will hit you harder too, then yes, blow it up, share it up, hype me up, post me up. I mean, in so many ways, I do the same for everyone. And I don't, excuse me, I don't say hype or post. I do say hype and post because that's something, it's something easy just to say within conversations. But what I really do be doing is I be praying over you. I don't know you, but my hands is always out reaching for whatever positivity is within me. I'm hoping it's going to be spreaded across this world. And this is the purpose of I Need a Mic. I couldn't reach out my hand to one person who I would have loved to have saved, who I would have loved to have been close to, who I would have loved to just show the love I have in my heart for them. So I believe I said on this podcast, I don't want to lose another sister. I don't want to lose another sister. I don't even want to know what it feels like to lose a brother. But I do not want to lose another sister. So, oh man, okay. Get to this poem. Let's get to this piece, man. Let's get to this piece, cause whew, I'm, I'm there, y'all. The emotions is just there. They really are starting to flood over, and I'm allowed them to flood over because I know this is this is what's going to help me. So this poem is titled, this poem, this new piece I just wrote. I actually just finished this too. It's it's titled Back to You. And I believe I will be expressing the purpose of Back to You. And yes, I will be expressing that. So back to you. You are the reason for what I do. I smile from ear to ear, but in reality, I wish you were here. Let's do some things like go out in the community, smoke, eat, and buy some things for the baby too. I can't believe, I can't believe I forgot your anniversary. No wonder I was in tears. No wonder I smoked whatever I had thinking this will help the pain to disappear. No wonder I dream of family looking around waiting for something wonderful to appear. I call myself wanting to remember to call out your name, then you would appear. Month by month, day by day, every second of each hour, I'm reminded one sister is not here to hear. One sister is not here to hear the pain in my heart, the hatred in my soul. Luckily, I'm healing because I was this close to turning stone cold. On most days when it's sunny while emotions are making my face gray, I got one last chance to get myself together. I can't lose no more time. It's now or never. And I try to remember who I used to be. I've got one more I got one more chance to get myself together. More and more, the struggles doesn't hurt as much. More and more, I allow my heart to heal just a little much. Each heart starts to warm me up. I confess, grief can drain your energy so much. But the comfort of my misery was the best friend's company that held me tight, little sis. I had enough. This journey was and will always be rough. I gotta close this chapter. I decided to ask for help. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope y'all like that. That took a lot. That took a lot out of me. So on August 9th is my sister's anniversary. I don't remember why it was I didn't take the time to sit out and was like, yo, what's the day is? I looked at the date, and at the time I was focused on an event that was happening the day after, and I kept myself busy emotionally because mentally I had something else to focus on. Yes, I'm gonna always be focusing on my sister and her passing. Yes, that, like I said, this pain is still there. So back to you. Oh man. Oh my gosh. So back to you. Hold on. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh man. So back to you. When I started this podcast, I was in a bad headspace spiritually, and I was in a bad spiritual space. My emotions were everywhere. And I used to think my emotions were going to stay this way for a while. I did. I said that out loud, and I when I said it out loud, it was like I was saying it, and I'm like, I don't want no one to stop me because this right here is something that I know I'm going to deal with by myself, and not everyone is going to remember why I'm doing something. Where it's like, Ray, but ain't you do this for yourself? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So it sucks of how sometimes I have to remind those even close to me that you forgot why I'm doing this. It's just not for myself. It's just not for you across the world. It is for the memory of my sister. I remember I had rejected support group invitations. And that was because of the story of how my sister took her life. That I I'm still not all the way to opening to discuss what happened and what our relationship was like before. And there's still some things I'm still forgiving myself for, folks. And forgiveness for myself is a lot of what these tears had really expressed. And so there was so much other stuff that was going on as well too. So back to you. I needed to deeply get this out. And it feels good. With Would these emotions ever go away? Like I said, of course not. But one thing I can definitely say today that I didn't say in the beginning of this episode is I am still soul searching. Oh, oh man. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. So, oh my gosh, this is a bittersweet to finish this as the last podcast episode. What I am going to be doing in my spare time is reading. Because I'm about to be reading on how to be a much more efficient businesswoman. Uh, Writing for sure. I will be writing and correcting my poetry. Uh, that is definitely going to keep on. I'm gonna keep doing that as well too, and I will be also inviting people on podcast interviews. Uh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I lost my place. So what I'm going to be doing in my spare time is reading, writing, and correcting my poetry, inviting people on podcast interviews. I'm definitely going to be working out. So I'm physically preparing myself for it because I want to focus more on it, and I'm also getting ready for other things coming next year. And so I will be announcing those other things that I'm planning on Instagram and TikTok. Please look out for those announcements. Please look out for those announcements because it's gonna be right there. It's like it's gonna be something that's like, okay, no, Ray did say this on an episode. She did say that she was gonna be doing something, and ooh, look, Ray put out some announcements. So I don't know what's going on with me, but I know I missed it. Wait, hold on though. All jokes, all jokes. Now this podcast has been very serious for me, and it's has helped me spiritually. It's helped me emotionally. Has helped me mentally, physically. It really has helped me out a lot physically. I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna miss it. I am gonna miss doing these podcast episodes. What I'm gonna be doing is taking time to figure out what else to write about. Like what else can I be speaking on the podcast about? And it's gonna take me a minute to really figure out the titles because the title's always gonna be first, and then the words will come after. Um, but I'm definitely gonna be working on podcast interviews, so look out for that, folks. Um, just so much I have going on, and I know I need to really, really focus on it more and more. So I wanted to respectfully finish this podcast segment on a good note. On a good note. Like I said, I'm not going nowhere. I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm still here. So, closeout quote. Oh my gosh, last closeout quote. Once again, folks, if there's any closeout quotes that you like on any episodes, hit me up on social media, TikTok or Instagram, and say, "Hey Ray, may I have the closeout quote for uh for the podcast episode asking for help?" I got you. So closeout quote. Don't know who said this, but whoever did, thank you. There comes a time when what hurts you deeply doesn't hurt you anymore. You see things differently. You grow stronger. You are wiser. You are more at peace with everything that happened. And you are able to see life beyond pain and fears that held you back. You know you can be hopeful. So I'm excited to give for somebody in the back, in the far back. Yeah. You in the back. You in the left. You on the right. In the back. You driving. You cleaning. You washing them dishes. You trying to shoot the kids out of the living room. There comes a time when what hurts you deeply doesn't hurt you anymore. You see things differently. You grow stronger. You are wiser. You are more at peace with everything that happened. You are able to see life beyond pain and fears that held you back. You know you can be hopeful. So now you have heard me speak some truth. This is my way of passing the mic to you. I hope my courage, will, and drive motivate you. Y'all take care, stay safe, and if you have kids, I cannot stress this any further enough. Kiss them babies every day.